Now look at that. Isn't that a nice slope?
Let's move on to the floaty plants. I've planted, or well, dropped some water lettuce in there and it has reproduced a little. Here's my finger. The larger bumps you see floating are all water lettuce. I also like how they aren't afraid of bumping into two aquatic isopods doing sexy time. It's the smallest bebe isopod I've ever seen. Wanna see me do a magic trick? These are common toads, Bufo. So here we are back at the same pond with some very interesting wildlife. Look there on the plant. Quiet. There's an animal sitting. Quiet. I hope to see him better. You can see he's starting to get nice and fat, like a proper toad. This little Daphnia, however, is in constant mortal danger. But this is what Bufo belly looks like. This is another plant. A green one. When I had done this, the water looked and smelled like tea, which isn't very surprising, but I was surprised. This I can control, and if I would dump an entire bucket of water... Oh no, what's happening? And everything will fly everywhere and I'd have eyes fighting. Unlike us humans, I am also a human. Isopods do not pee, they sweat. Oh no. Okay, when I went locally sourcing, I saw these pieces of wood and bark floating, so they would be an easy target for me to grab. What I didn't realize was, if they are floating in the pond, they will be floating in the aquarium as well. Well, so now, that was just really dumb. I don't know what else to make of it. Human beings, of which I am also one. Here's a Tubifex worm that was a little startled by the camera, but it's slowly getting a groove on again. You know how it is with those boogie worms, they can't help but waving themselves back and forth. But you're not here for an existential crisis, you're here for isopods. They are also known as pill bugs, wood lice, sladers, potato bugs, doodle bugs, sow bugs, armadillo bugs, boat builders, butcher boys, butchie boys, carpenters, gaffners, cheese logs, cheesy bobs, cheesy bugs, jiggy pigs, chicky pigs, grammar sons, granny greys, hawk lice, monkey peas, monk's lice, pea bugs, peasy bugs, roll-up bugs, and wood bugs, just to name a few. I was inspired to do this by myself. I never really thought about the concept of tadpole nostrils, but it makes perfect sense. Also, Australia doesn't exist. Wake up, sheeple. Wow, did you just see that? Yeah, I saw it. Yeah, that's a dragonfly larva and it's quite big. I was not expecting it. I even almost said a bad word. A bad word? Let's collect some plants for in the ecosphere. Oh yeah, there are some very nice plants for in the ecosphere. As a proper Dutchman, I transported all of this in a cargo bike, inside of an old trash can, using an inner tube from a bicycle to form somewhat of a watertight seal. Boom. Because unfortunately I do not have 4 arms, usable ones at least. It also looks like my subtle method of throwing dirt in the jar has left some marks, so I think I'm going to fill it up off camera. In case you weren't listening to what I was saying because you were wondering if that throbbing thing coming out of the shell of the snail was in fact a penis, I'm afraid I couldn't tell you. Just look at him sitting there. It's truly a joy to watch him do nothing most of the time. Oh, well, I finally solved the mystery. But first, a word from our sponsor. Have you ever had the problem of filming your table way out of focus? Well, fear no more, because you shouldn't be filming your table in the first place. You should be paying attention. Now offering 20% of a 3-year plan. You know what? They are all just a bunch of ungrateful ogopogos. That's unacceptable.
We want boogie worms. We want boogie worms. We want boogie worms. We want boogie worms.
Wait, what's that music I hear? Oh right, I almost forgot. We have boogie worms, yeah baby! The tube effects are here to party. Also, here are some black dots on the stick I wanted you to see when filming this for some reason. Here you can see a rather unflattering picture of myself collecting materials. I saw quite some animal life, but I decided not to take this one with me because, quite frankly, I don't think it would fit. All I know is that it has a very strange head with mouth parts that look like a little smiley face.